Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to our home.
Yep.
And
We don't really have anything special in mind.
yes, we do.
Oh, wait a minute. We do. We have
Yes,
a few things.
something very special. All of our family, friends, viewers, all of you. Yes, we hit 1,000 viewers or subscribers. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you watching a couple of knuckleheads.
And that's actually in just a few short months because our
Yeah.
YouTube channel was taken down and
Yes.
and all of that whole nonsense. But we want to give us. Actually, we're just really going to do a lot of special thanks and convey our appreciations. We have some highlights from the from the faith strengthening.
Well, they were spreading rumors around
Yeah.
that there was some big announcement that was going to be in the special meeting that was going to test Jehovah's Witness faith.
Yeah.
No, it was a test of patience.
Patience. Well, if a lot of you friends remember, we heard it once before. We all have to be at the meeting tonight. There's a special announcement. We've got a special letter being read from headquarters. So we want all our brothers and sisters. So we get there. We're all,
every submarine
is
witness.
this going to be the Armageddon letter? Yeah.
Every submarine witness that we hadn't seen for 20 years showed up that day. There was like 200 at the meeting.
Yeah,
that day.
And then what did the letter read? Brothers and sisters, we're going to the new donation arrangement. Could have put that in the KM and it would have accomplished the same thing.
Oh, there was a lot of pissed off people.
Oh yeah. So anyhow, this special thing in the Kingdom Hall, it was just pretty much, well, like Kim said, it really tested your patience. But there are a few little things that we're going to point out that at least from Kim and I's perspective, it's pretty significant.
Yeah. First of all, we want to thank the Lewis family. Thank you guys so much. You made our day.
How in the hell do I eat this amount of M&Ms combined with
and thank you. They sent me highlighters.
Yeah, so she's not going to be looking for highlighters anymore, and we got some really nice travel coffee mugs.
Yeah, we really didn't have any travel mugs.
Ceramic, so thank you so much.
Yes, made our day.
Your generosity is very, very well appreciated, and it just shows that, for a couple of knuckleheads to get on a YouTube channel and make fools out of themselves, sometimes even putting bags over their head. It just shows how much you all appreciate what Kim and I are doing. But Kim and I really wish that we could reciprocate in kind, and maybe one of these days we'll be able to do something. Well, in fact, like you said, we are working on something that hopefully by the end of the year we're going to make it come together. But we will discuss that later. Yes.
Okay.
But no, wait a minute. We still want to give some thanks, right?
Yeah, we're still thinking.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure that I'm not getting ahead of you.
No, we want to thank Shark Bite.
Shark Bite.
Okay, thank you, Shark. Very sweet person. Love you. He said for us to quit beating ourselves up about not being able to read every single comment and on our YouTube channel, that he is going to help out.
Yeah, we just can't keep up with it. I mean, with the personal emails that we're getting, it's just
yeah. So he's going to help out, and then if anybody has any questions or anything, that him and a couple other of our friends, because we have some other friends
we have some other friends
that are helping us out.
That's helping us go through
Barb
our comments.
Sinclair.
Barb Sinclair, thank you
so much, guys.
So much. What a relief of not a burden, but anxiety, because Kim and I feel a lot of anxiety because we can't get in and read all these comments and answer
them. And we miss quite
a
few.
Yes, and so we want to thank Shark Bite. Shark, okay, for stepping up and offering to do this for us. We truly appreciate you, brother.
And he's got some good insight.
Yeah, he does.
He uses the literature, and he's making some good comments, and he knows how to talk to Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, we've actually talked to him before, and this guy's got a very extensive background with the Watchtower and Bible Tract Society. He is still a current Jehovah's Witness.
Yes.
Yes.
but fully awake.
But oh, absolutely, fully
Yes.
awake.
Yes.
So thank you, Shark. Kim and I
Yes. And everybody who's
appreciate.
trying to help out with
Yes,
the comments.
Carmelita. So much.
Yeah.
Thanks, and Barbara. We just
Yeah.
thank you so much.
And that doesn't mean for you guys to quit making comments, because please,
Yeah.
we love and appreciate them, and especially on our new video we did. And no, we are not going to change our style. We just can't change.
No.
We're just a couple of loudmouth, obnoxious jerks, I guess.
Yeah.
Which brings me to JW Piss State. He sent us this. This is a joke. He says, "Why should Mikey's mom race BMX bicycles?" Answer: because she loves to shred. Good one, sweetie.
You know, I really wonder how my mom's viewing some of the things that she's getting that have personal information, like shredding my letter. How the hell does somebody in New Jersey figure that out?
Well, when JW Pistate sends me a package to mail for him, I read all the postcards he's sending out, and oh my goodness, some of these I'm just dying laughing. And we'll be like on our way to town, and I'm reading them to Mike as he's
Oh, man.
driving, and we're just, like I said, laughing
Yeah.
because some of them are just so funny. And Elder Trevor here in Rio Rancho, apparently, a Piss State has been sending these Yellow Jacket postcards to the Home Depots, Lowe's, hardware stores, anywhere a contractor would go.
Yep, exactly.
Keep up the good work, sweetie.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So,
because it's not just about waking up Jehovah's Witnesses, it's about alerting the communities to what Jehovah's Witnesses are hiding. So it's not just a one angle attack. It's you've got to wake up the community too, because once the community's awoken to what Jehovah's Witnesses are doing, then the community plays a huge part in helping Jehovah's Witnesses wake up also.
yes. And also, I just want to let everybody know I've had quite a few emails and comments and stuff. My link to the Garrett Loge public statement court documents wasn't working, but I went and fixed those. Sometimes I just get in a little hurry and I miss a few steps of uploading files. So it's working now, so you can go ahead and,
Which, by the way, I do plan on sending my mother those court documents. I wonder if I'll get those back shredded.
It's going to take her longer because it's 3 pages.
Yes, it's three pages.
Oh, I should mention, just to show you how angry she was, this was not put through a mechanical shredder like what everybody has. This was physically cut with scissors, because you can tell, because it's all different sizes and widths and everything and lengths. So we know this was not a professional shredder. Plus, they're usually about 3/8 of an inch.
Do you think I should take the time to tape those all back together and then send it with the court documents on Loesch saying he is not a representative of Watchtower?
No. Okay, so we also had a email from the unknown apostate. Thank you so much, sweetie.
Yes. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it. Now, Mike and I haven't had time to listen to the entire 3-hour special meeting, and we know everybody's anxiously awaiting to hear, highlights and stuff like that. So we got a couple of them here.
Our good friend,
Unknown apostate.
The unknown apostate. Yeah, thank you. I almost said deep throat, but no, this is from the unknown apostate.
Too many friends, I guess.
Yes, yeah. So thank you for doing this for us, and we're gonna go through some of these now. So we want to make sure that we totally acknowledge that this is not Kim and I doing this. Yeah. This is actually from the unknown apostate.
Yeah, because I think we got to 16 minutes. See, the problem is when we're listening to this stuff, Mike gets so riled.
It's my fault. I assume full responsibility.
It's all his fault. He gets so riled, I can't hear the talk, so I have to stop it, let him rant and rave for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then we can go on to listen to about another minute or two, and then we have to stop it again. Yeah. So this is why it takes us so long to listen to these audio recordings and talks and stuff. So hopefully, we will get to it.
And for just so that we all understand, for Kim and I, even though we were in Watchtower for 42 years, for those that are just newly subscribing to us and don't know our full story,
49 years.
yeah, 49, 42 for me, that in the early 2000s, Kim and I started waking up on our own because I was reading the Bible. I was working towards being a ministerial servant. I was encouraged to read the Bible from the perspective of a ministerial servant, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, wait a sec, this is saying something different. And then, we challenged elders, their authority and everything else. So we actually started really waking up back then, slowly. So when I hear the crap that they're spreading now,
Yeah. Why we didn't wake up back then, I don't know. I guess we're a little slow.
yep.
Okay, so to unknown apostates comments here. It's absolutely amazing how the Watchtower did not teach anything about learning from the Bible or any deep passages, but they continue to indoctrinate and micromanage every last thing a JW does and hinges their rules upon how it pleases God. It is not reminders, it's indoctrination. It is making sure that everyone thinks, dresses, and lives their private lives exactly the way the governing body expects you to. JWs very rarely learn anything from the Bible except for the scriptures that back up Watchtower doctrines, not Bible knowledge. They have wasted 3 hours learning the same bullshit that they do at every meeting and what every Watchtower tells them. Nothing new at all. What a bunch of freaking morons.
Yep.
Okay, but he does have a few notes here.
Yeah, he does.
At 6 minutes and 40 seconds, he said, if you visited a theme park but not Bethel, explain it to God why you did that. Now, we did hear that part. It's Anthony Morris the Turd. And he says, if you take your kids to Disneyland instead of Watchtower headquarters, Jehovah's going to ask you why. And you're going to have to explain to him why you'd rather go to Disneyland instead of God's house.
Yeah, exactly.
He talked about a sister who married a 23-year-old brother that was not a servant and how she paid for it later. So, if you don't marry a ministerial servant or elder, you're going to have
pay for it later.
Yeah, bad marriage.
I have a something I want to add to that. That was from Anthony Morris, right?
Yeah, that was Anthony Morris. It was right after the Disneyland comment.
Tony, I want to add something to that. When we was in a congregation in another state, there was an elder who had a wife and a couple of kids. And for approximately 5 to 7 years, he was secretly having an affair with a coworker who was not a Jehovah's Witness. So your line of reasoning about these ministerial servants at 23, it don't fly. It don't work.
Well, what about all these servants and elders that are wife beaters, child abusers? It doesn't make any sense. There's no connection between the two.
Oh, and by the way, Tony, when I'm saying that, I'm not selling the bullshit with a smile like you do.
Yeah. Okay, at 23 minutes, sisters do not wear spandex outside your home, even to go to the gym. It would be inappropriate as a Christian woman to do so. But if you want to wear them in your own house, then it is your decision, but not when it's outside your home.
Wow. Boy, they just continue to beat on the sisters, don't they?
Wow.
I can't wait to do
Oh, there's
my
more
video
coming against sisters.
Yeah, I know.
At 24 minutes and 20 seconds, he talks about men, brothers who wear tight pants and being metrosexual. So there he goes with the tight pants and homosexual
Which
again.
Is basically recycling the same information that they got months ago. There was nothing new.
So the next day at 26 minutes, he talks about only homosexuals like tight pants because they design them that way. Yeah, they probably designed your suit too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now we want to thank Carmelita so much for sending us this. And we appreciate all the hard work she does because
thank you, Carmelita.
Yes, she sends us stuff and she's also an admin on our Cult Survivor group. And so we thank you and appreciate this, because this is a good highlights. She says that she borrowed it from a blog, so we don't know what blog it was. But it's from a ministerial serpent. So obviously he's fully awake from the comments here in the list. So he goes, I'm leaving for the branch meeting. And it looks like he is texting this out as he's sitting through the meeting.
That's the way it looks. That's what it looks like to me too. He's texting as it's coming across.
Because he says, I will bold anything of interest, and it's starting. Okay, Spanish congregations are tied in. Video of some of the governing body helpers. Brother Corcoran, governing body helper, leading Watchtower submarine. Generic Satan is cause of all our problems. Stay loyal to organization and get to live forever. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Be faithful to those taking the lead in the worldwide congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses, a.k.a. the governing body. Brother Leon Weaver, helper of governing body, presenting a report on kingdom work, talking about the JW.org campaign, a 900% increase in auxiliary pioneers.
Yeah, well, just remember, didn't they lower the hour requirement now to like 10 hours and you're a pioneer?
Yeah, and now...
Oh, yeah. Anybody can do that, for crying out loud.
Well, actually, that doesn't start until the next service.
I realize that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you just...
Yeah, it sounds funny, huh?
Yes.
But you can sit on a bench, drink coffee next to a literature cart now.
Right.
Lot
And
easier.
not actually sputter a word.
A lot easier than when you were pioneering, huh?
Oh, man.
Beating the pavement.
Man, if I could have done that when I was a pioneer, I wouldn't have had to been up at 6:30 and at 7 o'clock at the grocery store talking to the people going in, buying their coffee before going to work. That worked for me because there was a lot of... Can I interject something here?
Is this going to be a long story or a short one?
I'll try not to make it too long.
Condense it. We want Reader's Digest condensed.
It was really funny. When I was regular pioneering, like I said, I'm an early riser anyway, so I get up early. So what I would do is get up early, have breakfast, and by 6:45, I'd be out at the grocery store. There was two groups of people that went into that grocery store. Those that had to be to work by 8 and those that had to be to work by 9. And I found it really interesting that those that had to be to work by 8 would come to the grocery store. They would have their coffee. They would kind of like lounge around a little bit, and you could actually converse with them people because they really weren't in a hurry to get to work. But it seemed like the group that came in and had to get to work by 8, man, you couldn't converse with them at all because they were like flying to work. And it just was really interesting how the 7... So eventually, after that 7 o'clock morning group really left and went to work, I left because it just was useless staying there.
But he kept counting his time.
Oh, well, of course. Of course.
Okay, experiences of people from other religions saying they would look at JW.org and loving it. Yeah, us apostates love it too.
Yeah.
Governing body made pilot program of 10 brothers working remote northern areas, hearing stories and watching slideshows of their adventures. International convention highlights. Worldly people so amazed at how nice JWs are, implied Jehovah help getting stadium contracts signed.
Wow. I wonder how Jehovah helped Vince McMahon get this contract signed for 72,000 people in one building.
Yeah. Now, also, I did not know this because I guess I was tuning out and didn't catch on, or I didn't finish listening to the whole thing. I don't know. But I have two talks from the International Convention. One is from Samuel Hurd, and the other is from David Splain. And the talk is, do you highly esteem kingdom blessings? Now, we did not know this, but the last 15 minutes of that talk, or last 12 minutes of that talk, there's actually some new light that the third heaven
Oh, yeah, the third heaven
are governments.
No, the second heaven was governments. Well, either way he explained it, lost me.
Yeah, I guess I was tuning out. Anyway, governments are heaven in the Bible? Yeah. Anyway, I've got that link to that talk, so anybody who wants to hear that crap.
Well, I wonder how David Splain could figure out one of the last chapters in Revelation where Christ says, I am creating a new heavens and a new earth. So, hey, knucklehead, you forgot about the fourth heaven, the new one that's going to be created once you knuckleheads presumably are up in heaven. See, they don't think about what the whole context of the Bible is.
Yeah. Okay, so then they're talking about the need for more kingdom halls. Yeah, right. New local design committee will have full-time workers, so they're doing away with the RBC. We've known that for a
we've
while.
known that
Yeah.
for a while.
We'll change, but we will hear how in the future.
Oh,
Donations.
Excuse me. You need to rise and stand up for the song and the next announcement. See, that's a subliminal implant, because when people are sitting for an hour and a half, because we're even hearing accounts right now of those that have recordings that are playing it back to their family that went and say, "Hey, did you catch this point?" No, I didn't catch that point.
Yeah.
So they're playing the recording back, and oh my God, I totally missed that point.
Yeah.
So see,
well, I was going to say there's been a few of apostate or awake witnesses who are asking their JW indoctrinated family, did you hear this point? And about, like the ministerial, if you're not a ministerial servant, sisters, don't marry them, or, don't take your kids to amusement park, take them to Bethel. Oh no, I didn't hear that.
But when it comes to the announcements, they want you to stand up, because when you stand up, you're awake. And what do they want you
Fully
to hear?
conscious. Donations appreciated.
There you go. That's what they want you to hear.
Okay, Brother Herd governing body member giving talk how the time does fly. Armageddon is near, addressing old ones. Even though getting old, do not get tired and give out. Addressing Bethelites, read Bible, read your magazines and publications, keep praying, keep going to meetings, even if you're tired. And then he has in parentheses, there must be a slacker problem. There's an apostate problem too.
Oh yeah.
Interesting comment from Herd. At Bethel, you're at the top of the ladder of Jehovah's work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bethelites need to be on time to their assignments at 8 a.m. and stay until 5 p.m. Then he has in parentheses, why are we hearing this?
Oh, so can I just go back? At Bethel, you are at the top of the ladder of Jehovah. So there is a pecking order.
You're the top slave.
See, you brothers are not all equal, like what Watchtower tells you. No, see, if you go to Bethel, you're at the top of the Jehovah's ladder. But if your circumstances in life don't permit it, you're still a piece of crap. See, there is a pecking order in Watchtower.
All that means is they're the top slave.
Well, that too. Yeah.
Okay, late arrivals are rude arrivals. Okay. Now, Samuel Herd, this is going to piss off a lot of women, apparently makes a joke about getting your fat wife onto a camel. Yeah.
I haven't heard it yet. We just...
My plastic microphone, if you need a recording of that...
We got it.
You contact me.
We just got to find it. But we do have it in our Dropbox.
Well, I can send whoever wants the entire audio. I just need to edit out some personal congregation announcements that was before they streamed in the special meeting. Give to the organization financially, physically, and prayerfully. Brother Schaefer, governing body helper, giving talk. Jehovah's taking action. 200 regional translation offices are being built. Brother Crast, it looks like, talk about coping with the world. This was interesting. Don't be jealous of people going on vacations and concerts and having a good time, because they are terminally ill and are going to die. We should pity them, because we are going to live forever. Brother Tony, governing body member, giving talk. Is your family a spiritual family? And that's the one, if you take your kids to Disneyland, you're a bad parent. He's giving counsel to families, going to quote publications. So if we have a problem with it, we can take it up with God.
Yeah, I thought this was absolutely funny when I heard this. Yeah, if you have a problem with our publications, take it up with God.
Yeah. Morris is going to give counsel to families, going to quote publications. So if we have a problem with it, we can take it up with God.
Yeah.
Is that saying the publications are from God?
Exactly. See, that's what they're equating.
Well, that's what he has here. So publications are now God's words.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently. Spiritual families, visit Bethel. If you haven't, you need to do it. World makes it hard to make ends meet with taxes. And then he has hidden Republican.
Yes.
If your kids fall out of the truth, it is the parents' fault. And then he has, holy shit, he's actually saying this. Yep,
Yeah, if
if
your
your kids
kids are
fall
falling
on,
out, it's the parents' fault.
no, it's the internet's fault. It's that
Yeah.
evil internet and those evil apostates. It's not the parents' fault. It's the internet. Sisters shouldn't marry brothers who are not ministerial servants. Sisters will pay for that bad decision.
Yeah.
It's funny they didn't mention brothers don't marry a sister unless she's a pioneer.
Yeah, really.
Uh, if you're
See,
going to go that far to controlling,
yeah. Why didn't you mention sisters not being pioneers and giving the brothers something to look at? What I can tell you right now, and I actually discussed this with the unknown apostate. What's going to happen is you're going to see a huge influx of unevenly yoked marriages within the organization now.
So here's his father. Well, all seven are still in the truth. The five older children all served for some years as regular pioneers. Three of the boys served at Bethel for many years. The two youngest boys didn't do as much in the truth. They're not even involved serving in the congregation. You know, a man that's not serving, there should be a real good reason why they're not serving as a ministerial servant. Remember, sister, you know how elders get put in awkward positions. What's the story with this brother? I'm interested in marrying him, but they had already gone too far along. But I tried to tell her, I said, well, think about it. He's 23 years old. He's not a ministerial servant. She married him. She paid for that wrong decision. 23 years old, and you're not serving as a ministerial servant. So this is the kind of thing that happened with two of them out of the seven.
hi everybody. Okay, I got to cut in here. I know Micah is at work, but I wanted to finish up the editing of this video and get it on YouTube. This is crazy. I've got both computers going. I'm editing and recording on one and uploading on another, and then I wonder why I can't think straight. Okay, we just heard the infamous Tony talking about ministerial servant, and wow, yeah. So we've got some more clips that are coming, and we've got several of them now, and I want to thank John Redwood again and everybody for helping out, sending me these clips and everything. And so hopefully we'll get these all done this week and get them uploaded. There was one more thing that I needed to add. We have a friend, Sonia, and she wants us to make kind of like a public announcement. Um, and this is very important because there may be several of you. And, I know this is very difficult. And, you have to remember that you are the victim. You did nothing wrong. But this is the announcement. If anybody went to the San Bernardino, California Jehovah Witness private school, um, it was called the Christian Educational Development Institute. And if you were abused, what we're going to do is on our website, watchtower.exposed, we have set up a separate page. You'll see the link at the top, but it's called JW Private School Victims. And what we are doing is we are looking for victims who are willing to come forward. Sonia has already talked to the Zalkin law firm, and so, we just want to see if we can get all you victims, together and, support one another and hopefully file I'm not sure if I think it's a civil lawsuit. So, if you wouldn't mind, contacting us, or, you can always email the Zalkin Law Firm also and just tell them that you are part of this. But like I said, it will be on our website, and you can just make a reply below, or you can just contact us directly, either way. But like I said, just, if you want to make remarks down below, Sonia and I will be looking at that, and, like I said, trying to get everybody together and, try to get this done. And our hearts go out to all the victims and Sonia. And, so sorry this happened to you. And, this is just disgusting, the child abuse problem that's going on within this organization. So I've got a few more clips to get uploaded today while Mikey's at work, but hopefully he'll be back on Friday on his day off and he can help me out on some of this stuff. So you all have a great day.